Aquarius, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Aquarius love reading. Now, if this is your first time here, you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking on that little bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Aquarius tarot reading for you. Now, let's get on with this Aquarius love reading today, because today we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. And I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you here in March 2023. Then I'm going to give 3 cards for you, Aquarius, 3 cards for your person. And then I'm going to clarify everything with a second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So let's get started, and let's get one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Aquarius and their romantic person of interest here in March 2023. Okay, looking good. Let's get 3 cards for you, Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them in March 2023? Okay, felt like I might have had one flip over in there. Guess not. Alright, let's get 3 cards for your person. What's going on with Aquarius's romantic person of interest and the connection between them in March 2023, please? Alright. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the 5 of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. This is not such a good energy, though. The 5 of Swords, 5s are conflict. So this could be a conflict in thinking or a conflict in communication, as in like an argument, a big fight, bitter words being spoken, words being used like weapons, tongues being used like swords to cut each other. At its core, this card is about a mentally or psychologically painful situation or event. Sometimes this can be like a betrayal. Sometimes this can just be a big fight. Sometimes this can be someone who has this winning at all costs mentality. Like, I'm going to get what I want, and if you get hurt in the process, well, sorry about your luck, but I'm more important and I'm going to get what I want no matter what happens. It can be any of that kind of stuff. Usually not such a great sign. King of Cups is right under that. This is either Scorpio or Pisces energy. This is someone who has a lot of love and emotions for you, but may not necessarily outwardly express that. This is the King of Cups does not wear his heart on his sleeve, so he doesn't always publicly broadcast what he's feeling about something. This is someone who, when they make their decisions, though, they do consult their emotions. They consult their intuition when they decide things. This is not strictly like someone who's just logic and reason only. Likewise, like, this can be someone who is in love with you, or this could even be you being in love with your person and just not outwardly expressing that. The other side of that coin would be this could also be a person who's going through some emotional turmoil of some kind, where the waters around them are rough and choppy, but you would never know by looking at them or by sitting in the same room with them, because they don't wear that on their sleeve either. They don't publicly broadcast anything about how they're feeling usually. We've got the 10 of Wands right below that, which is Sagittarius energy of a heavy burden being carried here. It is a 10, and in tarot, 10s are completions, so this is supposed to be the completion of a heavy burden. In other words, getting to the point where you can lay this burden down and move forward without carrying it anymore. So it looks like this is the overall energy, so this is the overall gist of what this reading is probably going to talk to me about. There's an element here of some sort of a conflict, probably some sort of a fight, and emotions still being behind that, love still being behind that. Whether or not that's being expressed or not, I don't know. And being burdened by something here, possibly being burdened by a fight, by a breakup of some kind, and being burdened that there's still feelings. Not 100% sure yet. We'll come back to this as we go through the reading, but that's the overall gist of what this is going to talk about. This mutual point of interest is shared energy that affects both of you in some way here in March 2023. It doesn't always affect you both exactly the same way. Sometimes it's a case of your person did or said something and now you're feeling this, or vice versa. You did or said something and they're feeling this. Sometimes this is legitimately energy that's just affecting you both. But here in March 2023, that mutual energy is the Lovers. This is the Gemini Major Arcana card. This is a powerful love connection between the two of you here. This is like divine feminine, divine masculine energy on the same card. Like, contrary to what a lot of readers will tell you, this does not mean twin flame relationship. That's a complete crock of bullshit that most people that are talking about that stuff are simply trying to sell you something, or simply trying to get you to keep watching their videos. Like, twin flame topic in and of itself is searched for a lot. It gets a lot of traffic on YouTube because so many people are looking for it. And a lot of readers have readings that are specifically about twin flame crap just because of that reason alone. You can make a lot of money as a reader talking about twin flames. Even though that's true, I still don't do it because, in my opinion, talking about the twin flame shit keeps more people stuck and in painful situations and in toxic relationships that they shouldn't be in. It does more to keep people stuck than it does to help anyone. This does not mean twin flames. It means this is a powerful connection between the two of you. This is not the universe going, dude, I'm telling you, these people are supposed to be together. It can indicate that you believe you're supposed to be with this person, and because it's shared energy, it could even indicate that they also believe they're supposed to be with you. Doesn't mean that's actually true. It just means this is a powerful connection. At its core, what this card is really about isn't so much a love connection, really. It's more about the interconnectedness between people, where if you're in a connection with someone, the decisions you make, the actions you take will also affect them. Same with your family members. This can indicate that kind of a connection too. If you're a parent, you can't do stupid shit without it affecting your children or your other relatives for that matter. And it also, even going deeper than that, this card is really about the interconnectedness between all human beings. None of us can make it through this world and through this life without other people. Like, someone had to invent a table, or I wouldn't have a table to sit at. Someone had to invent cameras, or I wouldn't have a camera to record this with. Someone had to invent the internet and computers, or YouTube wouldn't even be here. So we're all standing on the shoulders of the people that came before us, and future generations are going to stand on the shoulders of us. So that core meaning of the card is definitely very true. And a long time ago, before the card was even called the Lovers, it was not called the Twin Flames. It was called the Choice. So at its core, this card is also about a choice in a powerful connection like this. It looks like we've had a fight and potentially even a breakup, and there is still an element of love and emotions between the two of you, and some sort of heavy burden that is still being carried, even though it's time for that burden to be laid down and to move on without it. Looks like we have some sort of a choice here that's affecting both of you in terms of the feelings that you still have for each other. Tell me more about the Lovers, please. Why is the Lovers the shared energy between Aquarius and their person of interest in March 2023? Thank you. Okay. Aha. Bottom of the deck. Two of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. Twos are always choices or decisions. This is some sort of a physical, real-world choice between physical things that you could probably touch with your hands. It's like going back and forth on something, weighing the options, looking at the pros and cons, asking questions like, do I or don't I, should I or shouldn't I, do I take this one, do I take that one? It's like going back and forth on something. The waters being wavy in the background indicate rough, choppy emotions. It's tossing the ship around. The dude's on one foot because he's off balance. This is a card of balance, but it's much more about trying to maintain your balance or trying to get your balance back once your balance has been thrown off. It's 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy where I'm not sure which of these two things to do here. Again, going back to the meaning of this card, like, there is a powerful connection here, and there is some sort of a choice in this connection. Another meaning to this can also be a choice between more than one lover, I have a card here as the overall energy that can indicate a betrayal took place, which led to the fight. I've got a card here that can also mean juggling more than one person or trying to make some decision between two physical things. And two different lovers would be a decision like that. Have the Ace of Swords right below that. This is the sword of victory, the sword of truth, the sword of clarity. It's the sword you would use to cut something off that's not in balance. It's the sword you would use to make a decision with. In fact, the word decision, the Latin word that decision comes from, literally does mean to cut off, as in to cut off one of those other options until you have only one option left, and that's in fact how you actually make a real decision. It's some sort of a decision that is being tossed around back and forth that has something to do with the Four of Wands, which is Aries energy of stability of the home, stability of the family, stability of the connection between the two of you. These four wands represent 1111, which again has nothing to do with twin flames. It's the number of manifesting. This is a celebration of the home or the family, or a celebration of the thing that you've been trying to manifest actually appearing. Like I said, it can indicate stability of the home, the family, the connection. We've got some stability that's been thrown off. We're trying to make a decision to get that stability back. That's what it's looking like here. Now, when I clarify the lovers, normally I get 3 cards. I got 4 here. I got the 8 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. 8 of Cups is Pisces energy. This is a card of detachment, like emotional detachment or physical detachment, physically walking away. Here, the person on the card is walking away from 8 full cups of love. And they're doing that either because they believe there's something better out there for them. So they're making this decision to like walk away from what they have to go down a brand new path in search of their own personal happiness and their own wish fulfillment. This can mean a couple of things. This could mean we had a big fight and a betrayal took place because someone thought that the grass might be greener on the other side of the fence and they couldn't resist, so they had to go down that path to find out, is the grass greener on the other side of the fence or not? And now we have a choice between more than one lover. This could also represent that possibly you felt like, I'm only getting 8 cups out of this person and out of this relationship, and 8 cups is the best that they can possibly give me here. It's not like I hate their guts because they can't do better than that. I'm just facing the facts that that's the best I'm ever going to get here, and I deserve more than that. I deserve my 9th cup and my 10th cup. So I'm making the conscious choice to walk away from what I have to go down that path to find my 9th and my 10th cup. It could mean either of those two things. It could indicate just the fact that there was someone being emotionally detached and they physically detached. It's definitely looking like there was another person involved at some point, because the next card I have is the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning in passion and desire, a passionate new beginning, sparking up the passion with some other lover, having a choice between lovers, again, possibly juggling more than one person, and now there's a decision that needs to be made about that. This is also the phallic symbol of the tarot deck. It represents the male phallus and using it to be intimate, sexual energy, sex. An emotional detachment, going to see if the grass is greener on the other side of the fence because my wand got hard, stood up and pointed in a certain direction and I had to follow that direction. Very next card I have is the 7 of Swords. This is Aquarius energy of, it's got several meanings. Lying, cheating, stealing, deception, sneaking around behind someone's back and trying to get away with something that they shouldn't have been trying to get away with. That would indicate like sneaking around behind someone's back and having an affair, having some other person that I have to choose between, doing some sort of betrayal type of a behavior. Definitely feeling a betrayal happened here. Now, that is not the only meaning of the card. Another meaning to this card is self-preservation, as in I don't want to be hurt, which is why the dude is stealing the swords. He doesn't want those swords to be used against him. He doesn't want to be hurt by those swords, so he steals them to make sure that can't happen. Another meaning is leaving something behind. He can only carry 5 of those 7 swords, and he has to leave these 2 behind. This is interesting here. The overall energy is the 5 of Swords, a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event of betrayal. That's being stolen here. I don't want that pain from that, so I'm trying to make sure that can't happen to me. The other interesting thing is the 2 swords that are left behind is the next card, the 2 of swords here, which is Libra energy of a decision that needs to be made. Ooh, I just got goosebumps down the whole left side of my head and the left side of my face. This is a decision that needs to be made, only it hasn't been made yet. Either because there's not enough information to decide, or there's something someone can't see yet, or there's something that they don't want to see. They don't want to look at that. They don't want that to be part of the reality that's here, so they got the blinders on, and they're choosing to keep the blinders on so that they don't have to look at that. I'm definitely feeling like something fishy has happened between the 2 of you. I still definitely feel like there's a sense of emotions involved, though. Even though someone looks like they emotionally detached and followed the path of the wand and not the path of the heart or the brain. Again, this is the mutual point of interest, shared energy that's affecting you both. It's not uncommon at this point in the reading. I don't fully understand what this is saying. I usually come back to this as I go through your energy, Aquarius, then I can see how it applies to you. I come back to it again as I go through your person's energy, and I can see how it applies to them. Your energy in this connection for March 2023 is the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. I've got way too many Swords cards out here already for a love reading. In a love reading, I want to see a bunch of cups. I'm okay with seeing some wands for passion and some pentacles for like some real world tangible assets and stability and things like that. I don't want to see swords. And I have 2 of them in your energy. I have 1 as the overall energy of the whole reading, and then I've got 2 of them again in the clarifiers for this Lover's card. That's the shared energy between the 2 of you. Way too many swords. 9 of Pentacles is your first card. A person's first card is always the most important. This is Virgo energy. It's a singles energy. To me, there's like 2 singles energies in the deck, the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. This would be being physically single, as in like in the physical world, being single. This is like an energy of I'm self-sufficient. I don't need some other person to physically take care of me. I don't need some other person to financially take care of me. I can do all that physical world stuff on my own. I'm good all by myself. Does it mean you want to be single? No, it just means that you physically are single at this point. Another thing that can happen, and especially in these general readings, or collective readings I should say, is just because this is in your energy doesn't necessarily mean it's your energy. It could mean that your person did something and it landed you in singles energy. It could be that your person was presenting themselves in the physical world as if they were single when they weren't, and this is showing up as your first card because what they did is strongly affecting you. I won't really know until I clarify it, so let's do that here and take a look and see what else we can find out. Tell me more about this 9 of Pentacles, please. Why is this Aquarius' first card? What's this 9 of Pentacles about? Thank you. Here. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. Pages are messengers, and cups are about love and emotions. So this is news and messages and communications about love and emotions. Lovey-dovey communications, expressing feelings, romantic gestures, like being at that beginning stage of some sort of a new love connection where you're talking about love and emotions. Or in this case, probably more like your person talking about love and emotions, communicating that with someone. This can also represent an apology coming in. This could also be telling me why you are single right now. I have the Knight of Pentacles under that. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is like very slow forward movement, monotonous kind of an energy here, like not being in a hurry or a rush whatsoever. Now, this is usually a frustrating energy that would indicate a person wants something to happen at this pretty fast pace, but they're getting this snail's pace instead. Sometimes this can be an energy that feels a lot like the Hanged Man, where it feels like nothing is moving at all. But in this energy, something is moving. It's just happening so slow that you probably can't tell from where you sit that anything's happening. This could be like screaming, I'm trying to be patient for this apology to come in, or these communications about feelings and emotions to come in, and it feels like that's not happening. Another meaning to this card is, like, you can see he has the seed of abundance in his hand, and the fields behind him are completely barren and empty. This can indicate a person who knows what they're supposed to do but just doesn't do it for whatever reason. Could be that your person knows they're supposed to apologize, or knows they have to communicate with you about feelings and express themselves, and they're not doing it. I have judgment right behind that. This is a very powerful decision. This is a final decision being made. And in a love reading, it's a decision about, is this relationship dead and over with? Or can we resurrect it? Can we bring it back to life, bring it back from the grave, and transform it so that it's never this crappy way again? Looks like there needs to be some communication about a decision like that. Clearly there is a decision that needs made that hasn't been made. Clearly there's a decision about this connection that needs made that hasn't been made. And it's probably just that. Can we patch this up and move forward with it? Or is it dead and over with? Now, when I clarify this Nine of Pentacles, this singles energy, I get the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Sun, and the Chariot. Ace of Cups is a new beginning in love and emotions. I've already seen a passionate new beginning here. New beginning in passion and desire. Communications about love and emotions, like lovey-dovey messages going out or coming in. New beginning in love and emotions. Now, this could indicate your person was communicating with someone that wasn't you, doing something that they knew they weren't supposed to do, which ended in some big final decision happening here. Maybe a walking away, maybe some big fight where things got blown up and, you know, bad stuff was said, and there was just like a bad fight. This could also represent, I'm single now, and we've started communicating, and there has been an apology, and we're moving things nice and slow to see whether or not this is in fact dead, or can we bring this back to life. And I'm not in a big hurry to do it either way, because I got betrayed. And yeah, I still have feelings for this person, but I'm still carrying the burden of what happened between us, and I'm not sure I want to go making any kind of really fast decision here and spark this right back up immediately, because they did some stuff they shouldn't have done, probably betrayed me, snuck around, lied to me, and now I don't want to get hurt anymore. So I just haven't made the decision yet of whether I'm done being single and we can fix this or not. So this could indicate either they had a new beginning somewhere else, or this could indicate you guys trying to fill this cup back up. It could actually indicate both of those things at the same time. Next, we have the Queen of Wands. This is either Aries or Leo energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person who knows exactly what they want. And they go after what they want. They don't really take no for an answer. Like, they go get what they want. This, as a person, if it's not describing, I mean, you're an Aquarius, so this wouldn't be describing you in terms of the sign. It could be describing a person who is sexy, vivacious, good-looking, fun to be around, the life of the party kind of thing. If we're talking a case here where there was a betrayal and they had another person, this could very easily be that other person that was being communicated with here, that other person that there was a passionate new beginning with here. This would be someone who there's some sexual attractiveness toward her. This could indicate that what you actually want is to fill this cup back up and have this new beginning with them, potentially because you get happiness out of this connection. The Sun is the Leo major arcana card. It's the happiest card in the deck. It's happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. Like, you really can't get a better card than this in a love reading, if that's what it means. The other thing that it could mean is illumination. The card that comes right before the Sun in the sequence of the major arcana is the Moon. And the Moon can indicate secrets being kept, something being hidden in the dark, where you're not privy to all the information, where there was something being done behind your back that you were blindfolded to and you didn't know was going on. It could be that you were getting betrayed because your person had started a passionate new beginning and was sneaking around having new lovey-dovey stuff going on with this Queen of Wands person, and that got illuminated. The light got shined on it when it was in the dark and exposed it for what it was, and you could see it, and that could be what led to the big knockdown, drag out fight here. The detaching and walking away here could be what led you to being single. Could be, I'm single, I want this new beginning, that's what I'm really desire, that's what I'm not going to take no for an answer on because I get so much happiness out of this. Final clarifier for that is the Chariot, Cancer's major arcana card. This is the fastest energy in the deck. It's like rocket launcher fast kind of an energy, or it can be every bit as stuck and not moving at all, just like the Hanged Man. The reason for that is because the driver doesn't have reins to connect here, so he doesn't control this through the reins. He controls it through sheer will alone. So if the driver is not in alignment, this thing ain't going anywhere. Or worse yet, the dark side pulls one way, the light side pulls the other way, and it tears itself in half as it tries to move forward. This can indicate trying to use the will to get past problems or challenges or obstacles that were in the way, overcoming all that stuff through sheer will alone and moving forward very quickly in success and victory. Can also indicate a person who doesn't know their own strength, who doesn't realize that the decisions that they make affect more than just themselves. There's a reason why this is card 7 and card 8 is strength. In strength, there's that lion on the card with the lady like trying to tame the lion. She represents the conscience, like trying to tame that beast, to hold it back, because this is a person who, like, it's like letting the bull loose in the china shop. They don't realize how much power they have and how much damage they can cause, and they can just like cause all this destruction. And strength comes after this, is because you learn through breaking things that, oh damn, I need to check myself before I wreck everything here. So not 100% sure whether this is talking about your energy and you're single because they had a new beginning and that got uncovered, and now there's still this energy of like they didn't know their own strength and how much damage they caused, or if this is like, I'm single and I want to get this back because there's happiness here and I'm trying to overcome these obstacles. Based on what I see here in the shared energy that's affecting you both, it definitely looks like we had a cheating type of a scenario with someone else involved in the picture. Central to your energy, Aquarius, is the 10 of Swords. This is Gemini energy. This is a swift, painful ending to something. Sometimes this is an ending you didn't see coming, hence the swords being in your back. If you would have seen this coming, they would be in your front, not your back. Sometimes this is an ending in betrayal. Again, hence the swords in the back. I got backstabbed. I got betrayed. I got stabbed in the back by someone that was so close to me, they could walk up behind me without tripping my spidey senses off. Didn't see that coming. No matter how you slice this card, it is a completion card. It is an ending to something. Tell me about this 10 of Swords. Why is this central to Aquarius's energy, please? Why is the 10 of Swords here? Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands, Aries energy. We already saw this. Stability of the home, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. This is a happy kind of a card. It's a celebration card. And there has been an ending to that kind of a stability here. The Empress. She represents the birth of something new. This is the mother of the tarot deck. She's pregnant. She's always pregnant, which means she's always birthing something new. It looks to me like a new connection was birthed in the background of this stability that you guys had, which is probably what ended the stability. It's probably a betrayal that led to a big fight and a breakup. That's what it looks like. When I clarify the 10 of Swords, I get the Page of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. Page of Pentacles would be news and messages and communications about some physical opportunity presenting itself. Sometimes this is planning for the future. This could be talking about, hey, we had this stability here until something new was birthed, and that ended the stability, and now I have an end to the plan I had for my future because I was betrayed. This could just be talking about a deeper explanation of why there was an ending. It could be there was communications about physical opportunity somewhere else. The card directly beside it is that Ace of Cups, that new beginning in love and emotions. Next clarifier is the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is the second fastest energy in the deck. The only energy faster than that is the Chariot. So I've got two really fast moving energies here. That would indicate that this didn't happen over a very long period of time. It happened very, very quickly. You probably didn't see it coming. Again, it's a wand card. Wands are about passion, desire, sexual energy. It's sitting right beside the Queen of Wands, that person that was probably directed toward, person who is very attractive and good looking and sexually attractive. This would be rapid back and forth passionate communications. This would be rapid forward movement, rapid forward progress on something that there's passion and desire for. This can also indicate a whole lot of energy coming at you all at once, to where it's like it's too much to process all at once. It's like trying to take a drink of water out of a fire hose. It will blow your damn head off because it's just too much. I think that might be what's going on, because we're escalating now from the Eight of Wands to the Nine of Wands. Progressive energy, going forward, advancing kind of an energy here. Again, more wands, but this is a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior. At its core, it's about being walled off and defensive about something, but it's because you've been hurt. Hence the wall coming up around you. It's a defense mechanism. It's a way to protect yourself from being hurt anymore, because you've already been hurt. You don't want to get hurt again. You don't want to continue to be hurt. So you build this wall around yourself as a way to protect you so that you don't get hurt. I kind of felt that from this energy here, in this, like, I don't want to be hurt, hence me stealing these swords. I'm making sure this Five of Swords betrayal stuff can't happen to me again. So you're hurt and walled off and defensive, but it's a conflict. At the same time that you're hurt and walling yourself off from this connection, you do still view this, at least at one time, as a source of happiness for you. And there's still probably some sense of maybe thinking that maybe we can will our way past this and get past these problems and overcome that. Probably why there's still this element of having a choice in this love connection. Under this betrayal is still an element of feeling emotions for this person and love for this person. Maybe even being burdened by those feelings because of what they did. Maybe it's a case of, I don't want those feelings anymore, but damn it, I still have them and I can't really block that out. Final clarifier here is the Two of Cups. This is Cancer energy of a love connection between two people, an emotional connection. This is, I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it is a two. And again, in tarot, twos are about making a choice of some kind. I've seen the choice happen over and over again. This used to literally be called the choice before it was the Lovers. I've got the decision that needs made that's not being made here, and that decision is even referenced here in this card with the Two Swords that are left behind. And now I have it again with the decision about the connection itself. This can even represent a decision between more than one person. And at the beginning, when I first clarified this Lovers card, the Two of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck, which can be juggling more than one person, or a physical, real-world choice that needs to be made. Final card in your energy for March 2023 in this connection is the Page of Swords. This is news, messages, communications. This is also an energy of someone who's trying to learn something, trying to figure something out. This can even indicate an energy of someone who's like keeping tabs on someone, or spying on someone, or like digging for information because they're trying to figure something out about someone. So this could indicate you were spying on your person or they're spying on you. This could indicate you started having some weird feelings like, I don't know, something seems off here, so let me start digging for information, and I'll snoop around and look, maybe going through their phone, maybe going through their social media pages, trying to find out what's going on. Hell, this could even indicate someone that's not you, that's not your person, but knows both of you, saw something that they were up to, and came and reported back to you and told you. But this would indicate some sort of a communication or an uncovering of information, or attempting to figure something out along those lines. So tell me about the Page of Swords, please. Why is the Page of Swords here? I feel like there's a lot in there for that. There is a lot in there for that. Okay, come here. I'm trying to keep you in order. Yeah. Having a feeling that this is more than one of those things all at the same time here. I'm trying to keep this semi-organized because there's horizontal information here too, not just vertical information. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. Again, this is very slow movement on something that you want to see much faster speed on. But that's not what this is talking about. This is talking about a person who knows what they're supposed to do. I mean, he's got the seed of abundance in his hands. He's looking at it. He knows what he has, yet he hasn't planted the seed yet. So this is someone who knows what they're supposed to do and doesn't do it for some reason. And it's tied to that Page of Cups. Communications about love and emotions, like lovey-dovey communications. Like early stage love offers. Yeah, strength. I referenced that when I was telling you about the Chariot. She represents the conscience. This is either a couple of things. This is someone, probably you, who is going through so very difficult of a situation that you're being forced to dig down deep inside yourself and tap into all of your internal strength, just to make it through a betrayal like this, through an ending like this, where you had plans for the future that were changed through no fault of your own. So this would be like struggling to make it through a difficult situation and having the strength to do it, but just being forced to find it in order to do it. Another meaning to this card can be someone who's trying to tame that beast inside themselves. They're trying to hold themselves back and rein themselves in, and they're having this struggle with some desire that they have, some urge that they feel compelled to go do, and they're struggling against that piece of themselves, trying not to make a mistake. A lot of times when that's what the card means, the person loses that struggle because unconscious urges and desires almost always outpower the will and the conscious mind. The Four of Pentacles behind that. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. This could be actually your person struggled trying to hold themselves back because they're communicating and doing things that they know they're not supposed to do, and they're trying to not make this worse and do something that they regret later, but ultimately they couldn't let go of it. They couldn't win that fight, and they did it. This could also represent that they knew they weren't supposed to do this and they did it anyway, and now they've apologized, and you still have emotions, and there's communications between the two of you, and you are possibly, maybe they've even offered you not just an apology but a love offer again, and you're trying to hold yourself back because you already got hurt here, and there's a piece of you struggling to resist accepting them back. But then there's also this other piece of you that doesn't want to let go of them. So even though there was a betrayal, you still have feelings and emotions for them, which could be part of that burden that you're carrying. Could be part of that decision about this connection. Do I walk away or can we re-spark it? Yes, I know they did this to me and I don't want that to be true, that they're going to do it again. And it's like, I know I should leave this behind, but I don't want to do that. It could be any or all of that stuff at the same time. But when I clarify this Page of Swords, I get the King of Cups, which again is right here behind the betrayal. So again, that's telling me your person betrayed you, but it's also telling me you still have emotions for them. And you still have this idea of a plan for the future with them, because that's what you had prior to this, and you probably don't want to let go of that. Next, I have the Nine of Swords. Again, too many swords. This is Gemini energy of thinking about something over and over and over again with all this fear and worry and anxiety behind your thoughts, and doing that to the point that it stresses you out. This is a person who doesn't want to face the situation that they're in, a person who's experiencing like mental anguish because in their mind the situation is so bad I don't even want to look at it. This would be like having trouble falling or staying asleep, having nightmares, like not being able to eat, not being able to concentrate on what you're doing because your mind is just going and going and going on something. And there's always fear and worry behind your thinking. That's probably a very overwhelming feeling because I got that Eight of Wands next to it. It could also be that you can't get your mind off of this other person here, and the overwhelm that that has caused for you, and the stress that that's caused for you. And now there's still fear and anxiety that that type of behavior is going to happen again. And next I have Death, which is Scorpio's major arcana card. This is an ending to something. This is something dying so that it can be reborn a different way. Sometimes this is, the connection is dead and over with. Sometimes this is a painful transformation process or a transition period. So if you look at like a caterpillar, it goes into a cocoon and it's not having fun in that cocoon. It's dissolving, it's dying. And when it comes out of the cocoon, it's not even a caterpillar anymore. It's something entirely different. It's a butterfly instead. Yes, it's more beautiful, but the process to go from caterpillar to butterfly requires death. It requires a painful transformation period. So sometimes this can indicate, yes, this is a very shitty situation that you're in, and it's required in order for you to come out better on the other side of it. Sometimes this can also indicate that there is a new blessing trying to come into your life, and it doesn't have room to fit because that spot that the new blessing is supposed to fit into is already still occupied by something that's in fact dead, and you just haven't let it fall away yet to make room for the new blessing. So sometimes this can be a card that's saying that there's something new coming in for you, and the fact that you haven't let go of this connection is blocking it. It's right beside this walled off energy, like an obstacle that's in the way of happiness. Man. Next I have the Six of Pentacles, which is Taurus energy. This is a card of balance. So this could be about, well, I'm not letting this die because I don't want to face the fact that it's dead. I don't want that to be true. And I'm still trying to figure out what to do with my emotions here and whether or not we can get this back. This could indicate trying to balance the connection out. Now, really, this is supposed to indicate that this is a balanced connection of equal give and take, where what I put into it, I get back in return. It's not one-sided where I dump all of myself into it and get nothing back. This doesn't feel balanced. Nothing I've seen so far looks balanced. So the other meaning to this can be a lot like that Two of Pentacles that we saw, where it can represent a person juggling more than one person. Well, this was the Merchant giving to two. The Merchant being your person in this case, giving to you and someone else. It's sitting right beside the Two of Cups, which again can indicate a choice between more than one person. Shared energy, choice between lovers, betrayal, a decision that needs made that hasn't been made, a passionate new beginning, sneaky, deceptive, cheating type behavior. Next I have another six, the Six of Wands. This is Leo energy of recognition. So this is usually like you getting recognized for something, or much more likely you recognizing something that allows forward movement to happen. I'm clarifying a card that could be about you finding something out or looking for information on your person, or someone seeing information about your person and bringing it to your attention, and you recognizing what was actually going on is that they were giving to you and someone else behind your back. Final card to clarify that whole mess is the Devil, Capricorn's major arcana card. This is heavy toxic energy. This can be obsession, this can be addiction, this can be a feeling of being trapped by something that you can't escape from. Like, these are the two people from the original Rider-Waite Lovers card, but here they're chained to the Devil. They're in a toxic relationship. They're in a distorted environment, a distorted connection, which again is the opposite of what that twin flame crap is supposed to be. This is not twin flame energy. This is distorted energy. So distorting that it's changed who these people are. They've grown horns, they've grown tails, because they've been in this toxicity and this distortion energy for so long. This is not good energy. This is really telling me, like, recognize the toxicity here. Recognize the things that were being done here are not the things that would be done when a person loves you. These are things that a person would do when they care about themselves more than anything else. And if you get hurt in the process, well, sorry about your luck. I'm doing me and what's best for me. Scoot this over a dab and get us some more room here. That's your energy in this connection for March 2023. Let's take a look at your person's energy, because in their energy we have the Queen of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Star. Now it's looking better over here, at least at face value, it's looking better. The Queen of Cups is the counterpart to this King of Cups that's showing up in the clarifiers for you, this King of Cups that's showing up right underneath the betrayal that took place. So this is how your person is viewing you. They're viewing you as a counterpart to themselves, the other half of the equation here. They're probably viewing you as the person that they should be with. This is someone who they have a lot of love and emotions for, or someone that they view as a source of love and emotions for them, that pours love and emotions into them. So tell me about this Queen of Cups. I don't know if I told you, but this would be Cancer energy. 2/3 Cancer, 1/3 Gemini. Tell me about this Queen of Cups, please. Where's the Queen of Cups, the first card for Aquarius' person of interest? Thank you. I'm going to check this and make sure nothing flipped over in the deck here. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. Aries energy, stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. These Four Wands are 11-11, manifesting the thing that they want and it actually appearing. I think at some point they had that level of stability with you. They may have lived with you. They definitely had love for you and you loved them. Then there's the Empress again, though. This is a birth of something new. In the midst of having that level of stability already, King of Swords behind that. Okay, this is, okay, I've got this King of Cups twice. That's a decision maker who consults emotions and intuition when they make their decisions. That would be like a good husband, a good father figure, a good friend, a good counselor, someone that you can talk to and they will listen to you and care and give you good advice. And they use their feelings and their emotions and their intuition when they make decisions. This King of Swords is not that person. This is either Aquarius or Gemini energy. This is a very smart, logical, rational type of a conscious mind thinking type of a person. Yes, he's a human being, so he has emotions, but this is someone who doesn't want the emotions. They don't like the emotions because the emotions get in their decision-making way. They don't consult emotions when they decide. They throw the emotions out the frickin' window and they decide based on like what's the truth and the facts and what is right in front of me, what do I already know, and I'm going to decide based on that alone. I don't care how you feel about anything. I don't even care how I feel about anything. I pretend like I don't feel. I just make these very cold, calculated decisions. This can be someone who feels cold and calculated, or feels very emotionally not there. Ten of Wands, heavy burden being carried. See, I saw that Ten of Wands here below the King of Cups, which is pretty much the exact opposite of the King of Swords. They're like counterbalances to each other. Burdened by that. It's like that this person doesn't want to listen to their emotions, and when they throw the emotions out the window and do this cold calculated bit, it creates burden anyway. King of Pentacles. This would be like husband figure, the other half of the equation, with the King and the Queen of Pentacles build the Ten of Pentacles, which would be like the combining together of our lives, like physically combining together. And my throat keeps closing off now that I'm over here. It's like when that happens to me, it's usually that there's someone who has something they need to tell, but they aren't. They have a truth that needs spoken, but they're not. So sometimes it can indicate someone's lying. Sometimes it can indicate that they got some shit they need to say. They're just not saying it for some reason. Yeah, they have a decision that they need to make, and they're not making it. They're not talking about that. The Ten of Pentacles is building a life together, like living together, being married, living your lives and building it together. I got them showing up, but no Queen of Pentacles anywhere to be seen here. That would be the other half that builds that Ten of Pentacles. Got a decision that needs made by this person, and a physical choice between more than one thing that they can't have both of, and they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I don't know which one do I take. Which one do I take? This could even indicate juggling more than one person. When I clarify this Queen of Cups, I get the Six of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Moon. Six of Swords is Aquarius energy. This is moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving the rough, choppy waters of the past behind them. Moving away from the Five of Swords, which we've referenced the whole time because it's the overall energy of the whole damn reading. This is like moving away from some painful thing, leaving it in the past where it belongs, and moving forward toward what it is that they want. But it's not as simple as that, because this woman and child and all the swords that are stuck in the boat represent the implied choice that a person has to make when they do this leaving something behind and moving forward thing. The choice is, look, this painful betrayal thing has already happened. Can't change that now because it's in the past. So my real choice is, as I move forward into my future, do I carry the burden that pain caused me into my future with me so it keeps weighing me down? Or do I carry forward into my future the lessons that pain taught me so that something like this never happens again? Now, this could be that they decided to leave you behind and move forward without you. This could be that that's not what they want at all, and they're wanting you to leave what happened in the past where it belongs, and let's move away from that. I'm carrying the lessons that I learned forward with me, and that stuff's never going to happen again. I don't believe that, because I've seen this burden card tied to the King of Cups. In this story here, I see that same burden card tied to the King of Swords. So this almost feels like you have all this emotions for them, but they're not really the emotional type. They're the cold, calculated, maybe even a little bit ruthless type. And they have a burden. Like I've got that burden stuck smack dab in the middle of two different kings here, which would be two different pieces of how to describe your person. They are the burden. They have the burden. I think they're carrying the burden forward with them. Seven of Wands being the next card. So again, I got a 6 moving to a 7. I've got like escalating energy again. This is being defensive about something. This is Leo energy of defending your position, defending their stance on something. These other wands represent external energy from other people coming at them. So this can be like trying to fight off what other people think, what their opinions are. This could be trying to fight off accusations coming at them, defending their position. Like, no, I didn't do that. It wasn't me. This could represent, look, let's leave this in the past and let's fight for this connection. I want this connection. I'm willing to fight for it. It could be that. But that something here is off. The final clarifier is the moon. Fear, worry, anxiety about uncertainty. When the moon is out, it's dark outside. You can't see the full path in front of you. You can't see everything in front of you. Sometimes your mind will play tricks on you. Your eyes will play tricks on you when it's really dark out. So this can represent illusions. This can represent something being hidden in the dark. It can represent a secret being kept. Definitely sneaky, deceptive behavior happened. Definitely passionate new beginning happened. Detached emotionally type of an energy, going to see if the grass is greener on the other side. Yes, I have love for you, Aquarius, but at the same time I gotta leave this in the past and I'm going forward, and oh shit, I found out the grass isn't really greener on the other side of the fence, and my wand probably got in trouble when I snuck off and followed it. And no, I didn't do that. I'm keeping it all a secret. I'm hiding it from you. Could totally be that, and that's in fact what it feels like to me. Central to their energy, Four of Cups, Cancer energy of emotional discontentment, like not being fully happy with what they have, not being happy with the Three Cups in front of them, and constantly daydreaming about this other cup, this other thing that they believe would lead them to their happiness and fulfillment. This really feels an awful lot like a person who always wants the next bright new shiny thing, and they're never happy with what they have, which means they're always looking for the next bright new shiny thing. And then even when they get that, that's not good enough either. Let me find the next new thing. Now, this could also indicate that your person has apologized and has offered you their cup of love, and you haven't decided yet. You haven't made a decision on it yet, so that love offer hasn't been rejected. It hasn't been accepted either. It's just kind of left hanging here in the air with nothing being done about it. It could represent that. It could even represent that they're contemplating doing that, offering that to you, but they haven't done so. Maybe because they're afraid of getting rejected because of what they did. This actually, I'm running into this a lot in this reading, where it could mean A or it could mean B. And in a lot of cases, it will be one way for you, and it will be option B for the next Aquarius that watches this. Sometimes, though, it's option A and B at the same time. It's just two different layers of the same onion, so to speak. So tell me about this Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups central for Aquarius' person? Why is that their central energy, please? See, and look, you've watched me do this. Like, if you've watched my readings for any amount of time, you see how it works. Like, cards just shoot the fuck out all over the place, and I can't control that. And I just got done saying a few minutes ago, my throat's been closing off. That's like someone doesn't want something talked about. They don't want it said. And now look, I shuffle all the way through the deck to get one card. This happens a lot in my personal readings. Like, somebody don't want to talk, and I'll shuffle and not get anything, and then boom, a big explosion like this happens because they can't hide it from me. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. So I'm clarifying the Four of Cups. I'm not happy with the stability of our home life and our family life. I'm not happy with the connection that we have. I'm not happy with the thing that I manifested with you. Ace of Swords. Decision need. This is the sword you decide with. It's also the sword you sever a connection with. Ten of Wands. Burdened by this home and family and stable connection. I'm burdened by not having the thing that I want, and burdened by being distracted by the fact that I'm never happy and I always want this other new thing, and then I get some stability and then I sever it, and that causes burden. Like, this person seems burdened no matter what. There's that King of Pentacles again. It wouldn't surprise me if you guys were in a very, like, what seemed like a stable, committed relationship. Like, could have been living together or even married or going down that path toward it. This would be Virgo or Taurus energy. I don't know if I told you this would be Sagittarius energy. This would be Aries energy. And you could be dealing with like any of those signs, but you could literally be dealing with any sign. This is not a personal reading. It's a collective reading. I'm reading for a large, like thousands of Aquarius people right here. So for me to be able to tell you what sign that you are personally dealing with, like, that would be almost impossible, which is why I call out the ones that stick out prominent to me like this, just in case they mean anything to you. But when I clarify the Four of Cups, I get the Star, the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and there's that Five of Swords again. The Star is the Aquarius Major Arcana card. I'm getting ahead of myself, but the Star is also the next card for your person, their last card I'll clarify next. I've got Aquarius energy all over the place. I've got the Five of Swords as the overall energy. I've got the Six of Swords as their very first clarifier. I have the Seven of Swords in the shared energy. The 5, 6, and 7 of Swords are the Aquarius Minor Arcana cards. This 5 of Swords Minor Arcana card. The Star is the Aquarius Major Arcana card. I've seen the King of Swords in the story on the bottom of the deck, which would be an Aquarius Court card. So I've seen literally every single Aquarius card you could see out here. So your energy's all over this. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. It's sometimes a card of wish fulfillment. In a love reading, this could indicate that your person views you as the one for them. This is also card 17 of the Major Arcana. Card 16, the one that comes right before this, is the Tower. So you don't make it to the Star energy without going through a Tower moment of some kind, where something that's a very important structure in this person's life collapsed. It fell apart. It shattered right in front of their eyes. It was like a game changer for them, where nothing's been the same since that happened. Probably because of a betrayal. Probably it was the ending of the connection between the two of you, and nothing's been the same. And this would be the guiding light from the universe that shows up after that tower collapses and lights the way for you, so that you can see your path moving forward. It's where hope comes from. It's where healing comes from. So this could indicate, I'm not happy with the way things are now that this has ended between us. And now I'm having the hope that we can heal this connection, that we can bring it back. I'm having the hope that we can leave the past in the past where it belongs and move forward into like healing this connection. Possibly I want to fight for this connection with you. But the thing that keeps hanging me up is this damn Moon card here. Now this could just be saying they have fear, worry, and anxiety about the uncertainty of whether or not I can fight for this with you, or maybe you've already moved on and it's too late for me now and I'm uncertain about that. It could mean that, but I can't get past, especially with Seven of Swords here and all this reference to betrayal, backstabbing, another person being involved, all the choice about the other person and the juggling the other person and the devil being here. I can't get past the secrets, the hidden stuff here. Next clarifier I have is the Six of Cups. This is a Scorpio card. This is a card of the past. It's thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days, the way things used to be between the two of you. It can represent someone from the past making a comeback. This can represent like a very deep emotional connection, a relationship that there's a lot of history in. Could be that they want to fight for it because there's so much history between the two of you, because there's a past between the two of you. I'm hoping that we can heal this because of the stuff from our past. I have the Wheel of Fortune next, which is fate, destiny. can be a fated event. It can be divine timing. This can represent a change in the luck and fortune of this connection. Like the secrets that are sitting right next to it could have changed everything. This could be things were going great, and then this is the wheel spinning the other way and it goes to hell in a handbasket. Now, this could also be the other way too. It could be this has been going bad. Clearly, things have gone bad. There's been a betrayal. There's a choice between more than one lover, it looks like. At the least, there's a choice about the connection itself and whether or not we can heal it and move forward together. This could be them wanting to turn the wheel again and take it from that bad way to like fix it, to repair it, to right the wheel so that things go the way they're supposed to. That's kind of the core meaning of this card. It's like it can be the universe turning that wheel in the background to make sure things line up the way they're supposed to, so that what is supposed to happen actually happens. It could be that they view you now that they don't have you anymore. Now they've like, oh, I get it now. You are the one for me. I'm supposed to be with you. That's what's supposed to happen. We're supposed to heal this. Could be that. But again, the last clarifier every time is Five of Swords. It's the overall energy. Conflict, fighting, words like weapons, tongues like swords, betrayal, winning at all costs. I need what I need, and I want what I want, and what you want doesn't even matter to me at all. All that matters to me is me, myself, and I, and getting what I want. And if you get hurt in the process of me getting what I want, well, I still got what I want, so I don't really care. I don't like that. I don't like that. That kind of a mentality is what leads someone to sneak around on you and cheat on you and stab you in the back and hurt you and keep secrets from you. This is something is bad off here. Like the first column of cards looks like, okay, I love you, let's leave it in the past, let's fight for this connection. Wait, I have secrets still. And then this looks like, yeah, I'm not happy without you. I think about you all the time. I think you're the one for me. I think about our relationship in the past and how much I love you all the time. And I really, really want to turn this around and fix it. Except I still want what I want, and I'm going to get what I want. And it doesn't matter to me what you think about that or how you feel about that, or even if you get hurt by that. I'm going to keep my secrets, and I'm going to betray you. I don't like that. I hope to hell I'm reading that wrong, but I don't think that I am. We'll find out here, because their last card is the Star again, the Aquarius Major Arcana. Hope, healing. The card that comes after the collapse of the tower. Tell me about the Star, please. Why is this the final card for Aquarius' person of interest? Tell me more. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Very slow forward movement, one step at a time. Like, can't even tell progress is happening. Progress is happening. Movement is happening, I should say. You just can't see it from where you sit. This could also be that I want to heal this. I want to put this back together, and I want that to happen really fast, and I'm getting frustrated because this is happening so slow that it feels like it's not moving. It's also the person who knows what they're supposed to do and doesn't do it for some reason. Got the Lovers right behind that. That's the shared energy that's affecting you both. Again, powerful connection between the two of you. You feel it, they feel it. But it used to be called the choice. So it indicates there is a choice either about the connection or a choice between more than one lover. And I know I'm supposed to do something, but I'm not doing it as it relates to that. Judgment. This is passing a final verdict in judgment. Is this dead and over with, or can we resurrect it? Ten of Pentacles. This is the combining together of lives, like maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. We've combined our lives together and we're living together. We're physically together. Could be married. I've seen the King of Pentacles in the story on the bottom of the deck a couple of times. That would be their half of the equation, but you've been missing the whole time until now. Because to clarify the star, I have the World, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So the World is the final card of the major arcana. It's a completion card. This is the ending of one cycle and at the same time the beginning of the next cycle. In terms of major arcana, it would represent the four fixed signs: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. That's an ending and a new beginning. It's clarifying the star, and directly beside it is the star from the other deck. So this is the ending of a cycle, and that what they really, really want to do is start a new cycle where this gets healed. Three of Wands, Aries energy. This is a step backwards from that Four of Wands that we keep seeing, the stability of the home and the family and the connection. This is a step backwards from that. It's not there yet. This is being, the Four of Wands is celebrating the thing that I've been manifesting actually being here. This is a step backwards from that, in that I'm taking steps down this path and taking these actions to try to end the cycle between us and begin a new cycle, to get what we had in the past back, to fight for this connection. I'm in the process of doing these things, but the connection and the stability of it has not manifested itself yet. I believe it will. It just hasn't happened yet. So this is an energy of waiting on that to occur and doing some thinking about the past. Next, I have the Eight of Swords, Gemini energy, of thinking about something over and over and over and over again on this repeating loop in their mind where they just can't shut their mind off, and they're feeling stuck and trapped and blocked because they don't know what the safe move to make is. They don't know, am I waiting on this for no damn reason? Is this going to heal? Can we start over at the beginning again? Or were the secrets that I kept and the betrayal too much to overcome, and I can't really see, so I'm feeling stuck and trapped and blocked because of that? I want to turn it around. But again, on the other side of the turning it around, on both sides, you have I can't see, and you've got the moon, which is like fear, worry, and anxiety based on the uncertainty of what I can't see. I'm not sure, is this the right path I'm going down? Is this going to actually work or not? And I don't want to make any mistakes. But then I've got the Queen of Pentacles as the final clarifier here. This would be the wife figure, or the mother, the wife, the other half of the equation that builds that Ten of Pentacles that we saw here. This would be your half of that equation, not their half of it. Every time I've seen their half, it's been buried below the surface in the story on the bottom of the deck. It hasn't actually come out onto the table. It's never landed here on the actual bottom of the deck. What keeps landing here is the person who knows what they're supposed to do but doesn't do it. And notice that's not the counterpart to the Queen. It's not the King. It's the Knight, which is below her in the order of things. He's beneath her. He's not the King. He's not her equal. He's not her counterpart. He's not her equal. And it looks like there's a recognition of that on your end, that this person is not my equal. This person is distorted, and if I stay in this connection, I too will become distorted more than they've already distorted me. They're stuck in their head about you and getting you back. And again, though, right beside it is that Five of Swords again. It's like, I want what I want, and I'm not concerned about what's best for you. What I want is my other half back. And when you look to the other side, there's nothing there. There's row, 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 and there's only two in this row. There's a gap on the other side of them wanting what they want and only being concerned with that. and the only thing above the gap is darkness, secrets. Like, I don't trust this. Again, not my decision. I'm not here to interject my personal opinion and tell you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm here to give you the insight and the clarity that I can so that you can make the best decision available for you. Clearly, there is a decision that you need to make, and their side of the equation doesn't give all of the answers here. It doesn't give all of the answers. Like, I'm not liking the last card here is like, okay, they're stuck in their head about you and waiting on you, and they want to turn this around, but there's still secrets. There's still anxiety and fear, and there's still this whole Five of Swords energy that got us in this position to begin with. So take that however it resonates for you. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taken to more Aquarius love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation, and I'll see you in the next video.